There's no such thing as cold opens on the Buckle Bomb. So how about this? My wife. I just got into comedy, and my wife asked me what was a cold open, and I replied with, when I open Ben and Jerry's to eat it in my mouth, I'm opening something cold.
Anyway, welcome to the newest episode of Buckle Bomb.
What is a cold open? That is the opening. That is the opening.
It's the worst one.
I should have a dad joke at the beginning of every
It's the worst
episode.
one yet.
That was pretty bad.
It's pretty bad.
Every morning, this guy calls my wife.
Whoa, what?
All right, we're not.
His name is Alarm.
You don't get a second one.
You let that happen?
His name is Alarm. Every morning, he calls her.
Hey, well, my girlfriend get a call from Cece's every night.
Yo, hey. That's what
How much pizza should she be eating? She can't be eating that much pizza.
She can't be eating that much pizza, though. Hey, she do be eating the pizza, though. Not yikes. Okay.
Anyway, for real this time.
For realsies. Buckle Bomb. Hello, everyone. It is I, Danny O'Ryan, Primo, Kenny. Did I say Danny O'Ryan?
I think so. I think you started with Danny O'Ryan.
Pretty sure.
It's me, your residential star boy and local host of the Buckle Bomb. Special episode today.
okay, man?
New
Woo!
debut. Nah, man.
You
I've been
getting enough
shaking.
sleep?
I really haven't been.
No,
Yeah.
it sounds like it.
This is about to get sad. Or not, because we have a special guest. But first, let me introduce the boys.
Hello. It is I, everyone's fifth favorite co-host now.
What?
Have we had 5 different co-hosts? It doesn't matter. I'm Felix. Welcome to Jamrock Rogers. Nice to. It's a fantastic album by Damian
Oh,
Marley.
you suck.
Was that a play on me?
It is, yeah. I try to have one. I try to have a new one every. It's a good album, by the way. Or Damian by Damian Junior Gong Marley. You should look it up.
You just made up those words. Anyways.
What?
The other boy.
Jay Mazing
He's here.
back in the building.
He wasn't here last time. He was exiled out of the kingdom. But he came back. He found his way in.
He's occasionally not in the building, but
He
that's okay.
found the princess.
Believe it or not, sometimes there's other buildings that I need to be in.
That's very true. He's a very busy man. But you know who's even busier now?
Uh-oh.
Our special guest.
Yeah, he is.
Ziggy, a.k.a. Do you want your real name out? Stefan. I like to call him Steph. Little Steffi.
Steph Curry.
Little Steffi. What's up, dog?
I don't prove Steffi, but
yeah.
I give everyone the Steph Meister.
to call me Steffi.
Steph Meister.
I'll write that one.
I don't think I've ever called you. I call everyone Meister at the end of their name. I don't think I've ever called you
That's true.
Steph Meister, but now I'm going
I
to.
like that a little bit better.
You like Steph Meister?
Yeah, I like Steffi.
We got Jay Meister and Jay. Well, that's a problem. We'll cross that bridge another day. Nah, but what's up? What's up, dog?
Chilling, exciting. I'm
Yeah.
a Buckle Bomb. I've been listening to you guys for a good little minute. Oh, yeah, I got a camera now.
Yeah, camera
We have
and a
camera now.
gosh darn mic,
Yeah, we
brother.
also have a microphone that you can talk into.
Hello.
Put that
There you
pretty
go.
little beard
There
up
you
to
go.
it, brother.
Hello, you can hear me more clearly now.
Yeah, he's doing the thing that I was talking about.
Yeah,
Right, everyone does
Always
it.
happens.
Hey, yup, that's what I was talking
The
about.
radio voice?
Everyone gets it whenever they hear themselves on the mic. They go, "Oh, oh," and they always try to put on their sexy voice, and it's like,
Sexy.
"Oh, it hurts," but I was there once. It's all good. We've all done it before. But yeah, you're here, dog. You just debuted on our most recent show. That was July 10th.
Yes.
July 10th.
Yep.
Yeah, got to debut with the boy Aaron Atlas.
Boy, AA Ron. Yeah.
AA Ron.
AA
Love that
Ron.
man. Dude, how was that? Getting in, well, first, because you had an interview beginning of the show first before you got to actually do in-ring action. So what was that like for the interview?
The interview, a little nerve-wracking.
Yeah,
A little
it is.
nerve-wracking.
It really is.
For me to be Ziggy Winston and in front of Popes and everybody else.
Poops.
He's gonna hear this episode and I know he's gonna go up to someone that is on this podcast right now and go, "I'm Pops, not Poops." I can already feel it. But yeah, keep going, man.
Hey, it's natural. Hey, it's the accent. I can't be mad at that. So yeah, it was a little nerve wracking, but everyone kept on saying the thing, "Oh, you're gonna be nervous until you go out there."
Yeah.
And yeah, it was kind of the same thing. I was nervous, but not as nervous as I thought I would be.
Ooh.
So,
okay, interesting.
yeah, a little weird.
Can you describe that? What was it that made it not as nervous for you?
I don't know. It's just something that kind of switched in my head.
Yeah.
I just decided to trust my training.
That's nice. Okay, that's a very good answer.
Yeah, I guess that's
the best answer.
the only answer I can give.
I'll say for someone who's debuted, that was a pretty entertaining interview. I feel like, because I know my first interview I had, I was a little shaky, and I just resorted to my mom and my family, which works. It's a little quick thing you can do to get yours.
Yeah, get a little.
But you had some character work in it.
Yeah.
You know, you got the crowd laughing. You got Pops to laugh. I don't know. It was announce team. Were you guys cracking up?
Production
over
was
there?
in the back.
Production. Yeah.
Well, I think the whole timekeepers, commentator and timekeepers
Yeah.
area, we all had smiles on our face.
Hooligans over there. That whole section.
Yeah, I
is
saw
hooligans.
some smiles over
We
there,
pop
so.
we pop sometimes for too much over there. But luckily, like since the camera's on us, I can like
You guys can, yeah.
I can go off to the side and like stifle a laugh or something like that. But
That was a good entrance, man. I was a fan of it. And then you got to go in ring. But before we get to that, I want to know what brought you to AAPW.
I guess my love for wrestling.
Yeah?
Yeah, I always wanted to do it since middle school, but I guess around in high school, the dream kind of faded because there was a situation where I thought I had a kid.
Oh.
So yeah, the wrestling dream had to be put on hold.
Rightfully so. That's very big.
Yeah. So I guess in just recent years, I say pre-COVID, when I was starting to watch wrestling more again, and it's just remember like, man, I wanted to do this back in the day, man. So it's like, man, I'm probably too old now. And then just
Lord.
during COVID and stuff, I just happened to check, and it was like, hey, there's a school in Austin.
Yeah.
Shout out
So-
to Google search.
That Google algorithm working overtime.
the Google algorithm bringing in champions.
It really,
Yeah.
for real.
And maybe a future one.
But
Yeah.
Anyway, the first show I came to was the January 16th one.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I remember seeing you and Zach.
that was your debut,
was like-
right?
That was my debut match.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I heard it was Ollie's too.
Yeah, it was. And then Eagle was the week after that.
Oh yeah. So it was awesome, and coincidentally, it was also my late brother's birthday.
Nice.
So I kind of went to go there to celebrate. So I was
Nice.
still kind of half and half on joining,
Yeah.
but after seeing the show, I was like, yeah, I want to do
That
this.
is awesome. That makes, I'm sure you tell that to anyone that was on that show, that's going to make them feel awesome. That's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, you joined, I guess, was the driving force, was it the show that you went to? Was that the final nail in the coffin to be like, yeah, I'm going to do it? Or was there something else that
Yeah.
really pushed you?
Yeah, I say it's watching the show. It's like, yeah, these guys
That's
look
nice.
like my age, and they look awesome. So it's
That's really cool. So you found the school. What was your first experience like? Your first day in AAPW training?
it was tough.
Yeah.
It was, you hopped in with my class.
Oh yeah. And
Yeah,
you guys,
oh, yeah.
that's another one. Sam and this is the trifecta. We just had the
it was
trifecta come in.
our triangular de la.
Yeah,
We'll figure out a different.
You're making
one.
up words,
we can't-
dog.
We can't be Death Triangle. We'll be Life Triangle.
yeah, we'll be the wrestling,
life triangle.
the big three.
Triangular de la. Triangular de la Vivo, baby.
God, you guys are awful. I love your guys' group, but I hate your guys' group so much.
Good.
You guys are all
Good.
dorks. I hate all of you guys. But yeah, your first day, man.
Yeah, it was pretty tough. I think we did the whole circle thing where we all had to do count to 15 for the scoops.
Oh yeah.
It always breaks people.
Yeah,
It does.
Yeah,
Always breaks
it
people.
I challenged me a little bit.
I got
for,
my
the first couple weeks.
I got my breaking in the first week because it was because you were part of the second group, right? Because there was I think 5 of us that started on the first week of January, and then halfway through the month it was you and 3 or 4 other guys that showed up.
Yeah.
I think, and then a month later it was us 3.
Those
Yeah.
scoops make or break people, dog. The group after you guys, they had 4 people drop off after their first day of scoops. Never came back.
Oh, dude, I believe it. I already knew it was gonna be tough. From when I first talked to Pops, about coming to the school, I told him, I did boxing for a little while. I already knew that was tough. He said, this is tougher. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
So I took a week just to prep myself, to get ready, and I still wasn't ready.
Not a lot of people are, man. Not a lot of people are. The wrestling is way different than what people think it is. In terms of what you need for training, there is a crap ton of cardio you need.
Yeah.
Crap ton of cardio, and I'd say leg muscles and then mental muscles.
Oh yeah, my legs were burning.
Yeah.
The first weeks, I could not squat. being at work sucked.
Yeah. Oh God. I can only imagine.
Just squatting down, I had to get low to clean stuff. It's like, oh, this sucks. So, yeah,
dude.
So yeah, it was tough for the first couple of weeks until I got used to it. So yeah,
start to get calluses.
Yeah.
In your body, you start to get used to it, and then what were your first bumps like? That's what I want. I like hearing people's first bumps.
Well, I'll tell you, I already had like great respect for wrestling and wrestling business. But right after my first bump, my respect went up. It was like, wow, you guys had to do this for your whole careers. This sucks.
Multiple times. Some people like 20, 30 times a night. It's insane. Yeah. I mean, I haven't reached that point yet, but there are times, I've told it before on the podcast, where like I was a test dummy for moves. You're kind of moving into that role somewhat, which is kind of funny. But like being the test dummy for people that want to try new moves here at the school, and then you start taking like 50 bumps a night because you're trying to help everyone, and then you have your training bumps. It gets hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the bumps are pretty jarring for you?
Yeah.
Yeah. How'd you move past it? Was there a switch that came on? Like what kind of switch came on for you to be like, okay, I can keep doing this?
The switch hasn't came on yet. It still hurts.
Truth.
Still kind of sucks. They're getting better.
Yeah.
I guess you could say they're not horrible.
Yeah.
I'm not doing all elbows like I
used to. Quick score. You used to scare the hell out of me, dog. Whenever you first started. There was someone in your guys' group that kept bumping on the back of their head, and then I can't remember who it was, but I got asked to go over there and like do a drill with you guys, and I stayed a little bit longer, and I think Adam was in there teaching you guys, and he had everyone to keep doing bumps, and someone kept hitting their head, and it was the scariest thing. But yeah, your elbows scare me, dog. Because it was, not to put you on blast, but it was a little bit while you kept bumping your elbows. You've had elbow pads this whole time though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're not damaged.
Yeah,
so.
Which is, you're amazing for that, because I think my first 5 times I bumped on my elbow, I immediately had like the fluid in it, where if I even like banged it or touched it on anything, like in regular life, not just wrestling, it would like bring me down to a knee. That's how bad it hurt. But you haven't had that experience yet, which is crazy.
No, so I'm looking out.
Yeah. Yeah, man, your bumps have been getting better. I've been seeing you work on it. You've had amazing people give you tips on your bumps, and it looks like you're putting it to use, so that's good.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got your first bumps out the way. What was it like getting involved in your first combo?
First combo.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah,
I
they kind of hung the international as like the little like, oh, this is what you want?
The gateway drug.
Yeah. Once you can
get my little golden star.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You can get on the good noodle board if you learn this.
What was it like learning the international and like getting it down? Because I can say for me personally, as soon as I learned the international, I did the international like 50 times in a row. Like after that, like I was in love with it.
Yeah, same thing. I just loved it. It was just like so much fun. I was like, oh, I'm doing it. I'm wrestling, kind of. So yeah, it was just pretty exciting. Just in the first steps of becoming a wrestler.
It is really a gate. Like I was joking about it, but it is a gateway drug, because as soon as you learn the international, it's kind of the basis for everything else. So you got the international, and that's kind of, would you say that's like the middle point of beginners? Like that's how you're halfway through beginner class?
I think for us it was in our class, I think every class has been taught a little differently.
Yeah.
But in our class it was like it was kind of our pseudo graduation.
Yeah.
Because I think by the time we had learned the international, we had already covered some of the basic moves, like the.
Yeah, you guys did learn those moves pretty early.
Yeah, I think what happened is we did the super basics, and then we went into, I think the bits and pieces of the international, and then it was like the Russian and the sidewalk.
Yeah, Russian and sidewalk.
Oh yeah.
And then I think it was.
I think monkey flip too, right?
Yeah, you guys did.
Yeah, and then it was international, and then we moved over. I don't know. There was like a weird period where like
because the ring was messed up, so we had to integrate class. Yeah.
I remember.
Dude, that is insane.
And
you guys kind of got accelerated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You guys kind of got accelerated learning, dude.
A little bit. I think it was just because it was like, I think our class got small kind of quickly.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
it did. It really did.
It was a lot of like that coupled with the issues with the main ring.
Yeah.
So I think for half of our beginner class, we were learning with you guys.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like
That's insane to think about.
because like by the time the ring got fixed, it was like
Well, you guys know.
yeah, I mean you guys may as well just stay over here.
What's the point?
Man.
I think only a couple of us went back to the beginner ring, but yeah.
Yeah, it was for because then another group started coming in. I don't know. It was a
weird that was a weird integration period.
Interesting timeline.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think after that point we I think you Sam and I started kind of branching off into becoming ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Characters.
which was very fun to watch. I liked whenever you guys would like say a move that you guys wanted to try. It was different from each other's moves, so it was really cool to see you guys deviate from each other.
Because I would say the three of us have like different ideas of what kind of wrestler we want to be, but also
Absolutely.
like just like I think we all have different like attributes and things that like
Yes.
Yeah, we all have different flavors.
Yeah,
Right, different strengths
I
and all
feel
that,
I feel like an RPG party. Like you look at the stat line, it's like this guy has high agility, this guy has like high chaining or whatever. I don't know. Well, what would it be in a wrestling RPG? But like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We all kind of like as we learn new stuff. Like I think we kind of gravitated towards different styles and different things like that.
Very refreshing to see. Very refreshing to see you guys do that. And it makes me happy. I love whenever we had Sam on and you guys get to talk about it. I love it again. It's so cool. It was very cool to see you guys progress. You guys are taking everything in stride and it's really cool. But so yeah, it kind of answers my next question. We kind of answered it a little bit. But what was it like being officially into the intermediate and senior class? Did it feel a little daunting? Like, oh crap, like I'm with people on the show now?
Yeah, a little.
Yeah.
At first, Pops asked me, it's, hey, you're going to be a beginner or you're intermediate? I looked around.
Oh, wow, he asked you?
Yeah, I looked around and I saw a couple people go like, so I was like, all right, yeah, all right. I guess I'll be intermediate. See what happens.
Yeah.
So,
What was it like doing the drills for the first times with the intermediates and seniors? Was it do you feel like it was a big leap for you or?
a little bit.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, I'm coming in here as a fan,
True that.
So I'm like, oh, man, I'm working with Eric and Eagle and Starboy and stuff.
Yeah, oh, God.
Man, I gotta get my game space on.
It is hard, like, especially like working. For me, it's like learning new moves or learning new combos. It's like it's hard to like keep the mark in me, like like deep layers down, like on because on the outside I'm but on the inside I'm like
oh, that's so cool.
I'm so cool. Like I picture like I'm doing like I'm over here like Jeff Hardy at the entranceway, like doing this nonsense, like again, you know what I mean? So
I know what you're saying, bro.
because it's hard. I feel like being leaning too much into that is like kind of I don't want to say disrespectful, but it's like not the right attitude in some aspects.
Yeah.
So but it is. Trust me, I know what you mean. It's hard to like.
It's like,
it's hard to keep yourself from marching out.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, your guys' class is as big as you guys are as dorks. I appreciate you guys coming over and integrating smooth. You guys did integrate pretty smooth, I'd say. There was no. I mean, I feel like every class that integrates to the intermediate and seniors class, there's always a little bit of a hiccup because now you're doing like suplexes. Did you guys ever do the superplex with us?
Ooh,
Did you guys ever do that?
Not yet. No.
Yeah, I heard.
That was right before we moved over, I think.
Yeah.
There were some people where that was our first time doing the superplex, and you could see the fear in some people's eyes. Getting thrown. You guys got to get thrown over the top rope. I know you guys have done that, right?
Yeah. We did flare bumps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we did do the over the top rope, like the
that's a deal breaker for a lot of people.
Oh yeah.
For whatever reason, it was for me a little bit too. Well, I just want to throw myself out. I had to learn proper etiquette on how to get out.
Yeah.
But for a lot of people, it's like, oh crap! Like I'm going vertical, and then it feels like a bigger drop than what it really is whenever you go over. But that's a deal breaker for a lot of people.
Yeah, because it's weird. Because it's like jumping up from like the floor to the apron is like it's like it doesn't feel like a lot. But then like going backwards over that same distance, you're just like
Yeah. It's nerve wracking.
Yeah,
it definitely feels that way.
It's definitely nerve wracking.
Yeah.
But I definitely want to go on the top rope more.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, so-
Precursor.
I know.
Ziggy. Up there.
He's the agile boy between. I say it's him and Sam are the
You guys
They
both
got the
agile.
agility bar maxed out.
agility. Yeah, they're the agility boy and girl.
Speaking of that agility, where does that come from?
Just me being me. I'm the tree climbing kid. I like to watch martial art movies
Okay.
and stuff like that. So
So
yeah, I
you-
just like doing flips and stuff. They're awesome.
Oh, Pops is gonna hate that.
I know,
dog.
I know.
But
I'm trying to refrain from that, not be
It's
just
tough.
a flippity dippity. But yeah,
it's tough, dog. I feel you. But okay. But you mentioned earlier that you did some boxing. Can you expand on that? Like, did you do anything else outside of boxing, or was it just that?
that was a couple years ago. So I was like 2015,
Mm-hmm.
where I just did it for fun.
Okay.
I wasn't really trying to compete or anything like that. I just wanted to, learn, for thrill and, defend myself.
Yeah.
Funny thing, I was thinking about doing, seriously compete competitively in 2020. That was my plan. Like all of 2019, I was just, trying to tone up, practice, blah, blah, blah. And then COVID happened. It was like,
Yeah.
can't do it now. Mm-hmm. And then, then my passion just shifted to pro wrestling instead. So,
Rapper here, man.
but I love wrestling more. Like
Yeah.
I the first time I did it, I didn't really like boxing. It was just a hobby for me.
Yeah.
But wrestling kept me coming back.
So, did you have any other athletic endeavors before boxing, or boxing was really the only thing you did?
I did boxing. I did a little wrestling in high school for
Okay.
about 2 years, but I was only learning that so I can do MMA for fun.
Oh.
I didn't really get to join an MMA club, but there were probably shouldn't say this, but
Go ahead.
it doesn't matter. In high school, we had a little fight club.
Oh,
a little
dude, yeah,
backyard fight
you're
club.
good, bro. All high schools do that.
Like, it doesn't matter.
I
Like,
was-
Yeah.
I'm graduating
I was
now.
I wasn't in no fight club. I don't know what y'all talking
I witnessed a bunch of fight clubs.
What is Fight Club?
Bro, honestly, this is going to be a quick deviation. I think it's funny, though. Every morning at 6:45 a.m. at Tascosa High School, there was this one bathroom in the 2000 hall where the girls' bathroom and the boys' bathroom were next to each other, and there'd be a fight in the girls' bathroom every single morning, and there was a boys' fight in the boys' bathroom every single morning. And then every other, Wednesday on the practice football field across the street from the high school, it would always be... It was basically a gang war, dog. Like, there'd be 20 people on either side
what
just
school
running at
is
each other.
this?
It's in Amarillo.
Y'all are
Oh,
weird.
okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Sounds close to
fight
the
clubs,
school I
dog.
went to.
Weird.
But it was a good school. But
Yeah.
some deviants there. We had some inner city kids.
Can't waking up at 5:30 in the morning just to prep yourself for to go 30 with some loser in a bathroom.
Smack
Yeah.
yourself in the mirror and get
Yeah.
ready.
It's
I
just
know.
girls eating hot Cheetos and drinking sweet tea
Oh yeah.
early in the mornings.
Those ones.
Yeah, that's what it was. Sweats and loose flip flops.
And pickles and blow pops and all that.
God,
The
what an
whole
awful
nine.
time.
The whole nine.
God, what an awful time. But okay, so yeah, you had somewhat of an athletic background.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know. I feel like I'm glad you said you didn't have too much of athletic background, because I feel like some people go into wrestling thinking they absolutely need it, but you don't need that. I feel like there's a decent amount of people here that go to the school that probably didn't play too much sports for too long, and we
Yeah.
got people doing just fine.
I feel like a lot of people here have done a sport.
Yeah,
Or
but like
done-
a sport. But that's part of everyone's. I feel like
For sure,
childhood
you-
at least
The
once.
prerequisite being that you don't have to come in as this uber athlete.
Yeah,
To come into
which I feel like is a stigma of wrestling for most of the times.
Yeah, I think it's just it's still part of the the old.
You gotta have the look. You gotta.
The lore.
So,
you gotta walk in being the guy.
Right. So the people that came in were ex or current bodybuilders, football players,
Yeah.
what have you. But I mean, now probably less the case. I think the people that make their way in the wrestling business are a bit more diverse now.
Right.
So I could see that definitely not. It's not a prerequisite, but
It's not.
it helps.
It does help, but if you got heart, you got drive, you can absolutely do this. And that's Ziggy Winston.
The Buffalo Soldier, number one top shotter.
Oh,
Lord have mercy. Okay, so we're back to the match now.
Oh,
You've gone through the intermediate class. Well, I guess you're still technically an intermediate, right? You guys intermediates?
I
Where-
guess.
Well, because I'm a senior. I think I'm a senior now.
yeah. We're still grouped with you guys, so it's
Yeah.
it's
Senior
the same
intermediate
thing.
class.
Gonna have to ask Popes.
Christ alive. But yeah, so you're in the class, and then you get told you're having your first match. What goes through your mind?
Oh God. At first, it was gonna be a one-on-one with me and Arrow.
Yep, I remember that.
yeah, but then he just changed it up for a tag team. So yeah.
I feel like tag matches are fine too, and
Yeah.
and Pops helped you come up with Ziggy too, right?
Ziggy is all him. Ziggy is definitely all him. I came up with
helps.
Yeah, I came up with the Buffalo Soldier part, so I can kind of be like a revolutionary or something like that.
Right.
Have a little bit of me or something. Yeah, all him. I remember because I think y'all remember the first name I wanted to go with was Ethan Emerald.
Ethan. Yeah, I like that. I
Yeah,
like that
The
one, by the
Uncut
way.
Gem.
I really like that one.
Copyright. And it's recorded. So. Yeah.
Our lawyer's not good, dog. Have fun with that.
Yeah, I tried. He Pops asked like, "Tell me about Ethan. Tell me about Emerald." And said, "Oh, he's a cocky guy. It's, oh nope, too many copies. Too many copies. Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. So that was down the drain. So I can't try to come up with another one. Y'all know. Y'all seen The Last Dragon or Jim Kelly, right?
I know Jim Kelly. Yeah.
Yeah, Jim Kelly. If that's too old of a reference, Boondocks. Bushido Brown, Grandmaster Bushido Brown, something like him. That I was gonna go with like Dion Lee or something like that.
Okay.
So I had nunchucks. I know how to use.
Oh
them.
yeah, you brought those. I got scared. You brought those and you were whipping them around. I was like, yo, whoa, bro, who owes you?
Yeah, I was trying to get Pops to win this character over, and I was this close. I was this close. I saw it in his face that he was gonna give in.
Was it giving in or was it terror, dog?
A little
Gosh.
bit of both.
It's like, bro, you got heat with
Bro,
somebody?
you got heat, dog?
So please, baby Dion, don't hit me with it. But yeah, I was showing us. He was like. He grabbed it. He was like, "You know how to use these, right? You won't be able to hit the audience." Like, I can really make money with Ziggy, man. It's like, I was this close.
Yeah.
But yeah, he already set the date. It's like, all right, screw it, I'm Ziggy.
Yeah. Just real quick, I'm happy you brought up Ziggy and the making of Ziggy. Can you describe Ziggy to us? Who is Ziggy?
Still kind of figuring out. Ziggy,
Okay.
I say, is a Caribbean American from the slums of Babylon.
Okay.
Just his ancestors were Buffalo soldiers. They fought for this country, fought for freedom, and went back and was part of the start of the Rastafarian revolution movement. So being a fighter is in my blood. So coming here to AAPW is to boil that fighter blood in me.
Bars, first of all. Bars. And second of all, that's cool. It seems like you've done your research too, right? Yeah, I'm way too lazy to do that, so I commend you. Thank God I didn't. God.
I feel like I'm going to get called out for that.
Nah.
Because
if someone
guys
does,
had to go and Triple H me if I like dropped the accent in the middle of the show or something like that.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. Yeah. It seems like you did your research, and I feel like most people can appreciate that. So, kudos to you. How did you feel after your match? What was your feeling?
A mixture of like, yeah, and it was like,
yeah. That's most people's reaction to their first match.
Yeah,
there's no shame on that.
It was like, I was like happy I was out there. I was like,
yeah.
It was like still kind of unreal to me. I was like, man, I'm really out here.
Yeah.
And just like, after the match and after watching it, I was like,
yeah,
I can see what Pops and everybody else be talking about. So yeah, I got some practicing to do.
Mm-hmm. I can almost guarantee you, now that you've had your first match, you'll start going about training a little bit different because now you've had the experience. Now you know what you really need to work on. And it's film study now, basically, to put it in sports terms. Like, you can just study your film.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you'll only get better as long as you try and as long as you care. I know Sam could probably say the same. I don't know if we talked about that on her podcast, but
I think so. We talked about like the general feeling of like obviously like you're not going to come out and have like a 5-star classic in your first.
Yeah.
Your first I already knew that.
1, 5, 10, 100 matches, So.
Yeah. It'd be a while, but you're gonna get there, man. As long as you keep coming to the school, you're gonna get there.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, I'm excited for you, Ziggy. But you know what else I'm excited for? Oh,
Segway.
Segway? I'm gonna do it.
You gonna drop it?
I'm gonna say it. The buckle. Oh wait.
you botched it. All this gonna hit it. Where's the wall?
Editor.
There it is.
Editor. Edit that out, bruv. Okay. The 3 count. Jesus, I blew my load, dude. God. The 3 count, Ziggy. I'm excited for the 3 count.
Oh, yay.
The 3 count, basically, it's supposed to...
Trash.
The 3 count, I really hyped that up, too. I was really excited. I don't know if you can see it in my face. The 3 count, basically, it's supposed to be 3... That's what my mom says to me every day. Ayo. The 3 count, basically, it started off as we were supposed to be 3 minutes of rapid fire questions, but you know what? We're just a bunch of 3 dudes sitting at a black table with a bunch of mics. So we changed the premise. Dadgummit. So now it's basically just 3 guys asking you questions.
Sweet.
You can answer for as long as you want to or as short as you want to. We don't care because, you know, we do
just
this.
work here.
And we just work here. We do this. That's what we do.
I'm gonna bring it back.
All right. The most important question of all. No other question matters when you really think about it. Favorite ring gear of all time.
I don't have any.
Whoa!
Not you. Not
Not
yours.
you.
Oh,
I should really configure that question because I feel like I'm starting to get that question
we
more.
just say 2 in a row because normally people answer like someone else's, but like no. So just,
Favorite ring gear that you've
Okay.
ever seen out of any
Yeah.
wrestler you've ever
oh,
seen?
any wrestler. Oh, man.
Everyone got to see my armpit.
I guess the ones to think about, like that really stick out to me was Shawn Michaels' WrestleMania's ones. Like when he went
All
to
the
the
WrestleMania ones
Undertaker.
are
The white?
nice.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah.
white. The white and the gold one are like
Heavenly.
heavenly.
Lord have
Quite
mercy on my
literally.
soul. Literally.
Yeah.
He fought with God, people. He did it.
Yeah, you know.
With God.
He fought with God. Almonds. All right, next question.
All men and all women.
And almonds, nuts, D's, itchy.
Are you going next, Jay, or is it me?
I don't know.
I don't know. I forget what our regular order is.
How does this work?
I think it goes you and then him.
Oh, word.
I'm cool with that.
All right. I would like to know, just because I remember the match, that match more than I remember the one that first got me into wrestling. But what was the match that brought you back into wrestling?
Back into wrestling? Ooh,
That's a good question.
that is a good question.
Switching it up on here.
Well, yeah,
Keeping it fresh.
I was watching Lucha Underground.
Yes,
Yeah.
Lucha Underground is so
wow.
good.
Yo, it was Lucha Underground and Ring of Honor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I say when I found out Jay Lethal was on the Ring of Honor, that's when it kind of started watching.
He kind of got
more.
me back into wrestling too,
Yeah.
low key.
Yeah,
Started seeing clips of him floating around.
yeah, and basically with that seminar, I was trying not to.
Oh, dude. That's awesome.
Oh, word.
That's awesome.
That's true, because I guess if you like, because that was what it is for me, because like when I first got out of wrestling, he was still in TNA doing the Black Machismo stuff.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
yeah.
And when I got back in, he was like, I think he was definitely the TV champion at Ring of Honor when I got back in, but I can't remember if he was also the world champion at the same time, because he held a belt in Ring of Honor like consistently for like a long ass time.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it was probably the
I think it was
the main-
world title. Yeah.
Probably the world title.
yeah. He was feuding with Adam Cole at the time, probably, right? Is that what
Yeah,
you're
it was
reckon?
like 13 or 14.
Yeah.
2013, 2014. So yeah, that sounds about right.
But yeah, it was Lucha Underground that kind of mostly brought the love
So
back.
good. I'm glad they're trying to like a pseudo revival of it, because I love Lucha Underground is to me the greatest wrestling experience.
Not the greatest business practices, though.
Behind the scenes, who was on the like some people on the show, whatever. But like the whole like idea of like it being a self-contained kayfabe universe, you know, with just banger matches in it,
Right,
was awesome. There was
Yeah.
always overarching storylines. Like there's like coherent stuff from front to back. Even like some of the like mid carders, if you want to call them. It's weird to call them upper carder, mid carders in like Lucha Underground, but like, you know, like even some side characters had stuff to do with the main overarching storyline
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Like
Like the story was dope. The matches were dope.
yeah, like the first arc, like when they did the trios titles with Ivelisse Angelico and
Son of Havoc.
Yeah. like that was so good. And then the big Angelico, like the big dive off the top. Like, ooh.
Oh, crazy.
Anyway, that's a mark out for another time.
Go ahead, Jay.
I feel like I gotta switch it up because you did.
Oh yeah, I
I feel like a piece of crap. I never switch up mine.
that's fine. It's a good question.
It's
Thanks.
it grows on people.
I appreciate it. Please ask your question before I cry.
Top 3 inspirations for the character that you're building right now.
The one I'm you have?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Thanks, man. Works really hard on it.
Guess for building this character, of course, Kofi.
Yeah.
A little bit of what Apollo Crews is doing right now.
Okay.
Okay.
You know, it's,
Very underrated.
yeah, he
Apollo
is very
Crews.
underrated. Yeah, I say those are the two right now. If I gotta pick any other,
Those are solid choices, dog.
Mm-hmm.
No one will blame you for that.
yeah, I say those two for right now. For me, inspiration, building my accent and style
For sure.
for
'Cause there's even,
whatever
like-
Ziggy is.
Because like it's cool because like once you find your roots in like wrestling wise, then you can branch out into just like regular media.
Right,
And
yeah.
You can get especially with like the Rasta aesthetic and the Rasta movement. Like that's just so it has its own like little place in pop culture. I feel
Exactly.
So you can
Yeah.
find a whole thing about it.
And yeah, and I was gonna say that too. The influence, they never have to be just wrestling.
Oh.
They can, you know.
Well, I
if-
say the
if
accent.
you're finding your influences from, you know, Rasta music or from, you know, this, that, or wherever. Not saying like you got to change your answer now.
Oh yeah, no. Also, I didn't know. I thought it was just for wrestling, but
Oh, no.
yeah.
Nah, man.
Also, I get of course Bob Marley and Stephen
Yeah.
Marley. I like Stephen Marley a little bit more. The accent when I was first doing it, I was kind of sounding like Michael Blackson from Next Friday. That's where I kind of got the inspiration from a little bit.
Lord,
So I was kind of thinking of him when I was doing the
Jesus.
accent.
Fantastic.
that's awesome. You know what else is awesome? Our ad reads. Tell them about him, Jacob.
Oh, is it about that time?
Yeah. Dude, I'm a transition god.
Advertisement voice.
Yeah, here we go. I got to get it real up close. Yeah.
Oh, what? I got hope on the ad libs?
No, you don't.
Oh, I could.
You could.
Yeah.
America's Academy Pro Wrestling is
Academy.
the only accredited professional wrestling school in Austin, Texas.
The only one.
The number one in Austin.
Number one.
I don't know.
Only
if you,
one.
I don't know if you take a
Still
look
counts.
take a look around the professional wrestling landscape, but there are more AAPW alumni out there than you might think.
A lot of them.
A lot of them. There's quite a few.
Big
some,
number.
some amazing ones. One, the current FTW World Heavyweight Champion.
FT what?
FTW.
Really?
Yeah.
What does FTW stand for?
That's for another podcast.
We're out of time. So, if you'd like to be like us here
Fudge.
and try to live out your dream of becoming a professional wrestler,
Thanasis.
and you happen to live in the Austin,
Webster.
Texas, the greater Austin, Texas area,
Dreams don't have to just be
come
when
on
you're
down and sign up. We would love to have you.
Be awesome.
sleeping. Love.
If you'd like to support the school, otherwise you can buy some AAPW accredited merch on our Teespring.
Give us your money.
Yep, give us. Yep, we would love to have your money.
The
You can get
merch is
yourself-
coming out soon.
Yeah, merch coming out soon. We're still working on trying to get actual like our wrestler stuff up there, which we have to. We need to interrogate somebody about this because I think it would make a lot
That's
of
a
money.
very strong word you
I
just
feel like we
used.
need to go talk to those production people.
Yeah, those darn production people. But yeah, you can support the school that way. Use code Papa Don for 15% off of your order. The strongest coupon code in all of wrestling merchandise.
Wrong.
Survive a nuclear blast, they say. That's what they say.
We
Next to
also-
the roaches.
I've heard him say.
Yeah, we also have shows. We run 3 weekends out of the month usually.
Pretty weekly.
As of this recording, our next show is this Saturday, July 23rd.
Quick maths, bro.
24th, July 24th. But by the time this episode comes out, it'll probably be the August.
The next one.
Yeah, sometime in August.
The other side.
Probably. So yeah, make sure you come on down to 1702. What's the name of the street?
Aldridge Drive.
I was gonna say Aldridge. 1702 West Aldridge, at the AAPW Arena, and you can watch Ziggy, Winston, and eventually at some point Danny Ryan beat people up.
Don't do that.
It'll be great. It'll be
I
fantastic.
like Roman,
actually.
dude.
Like Roman-
That's his thing.
Roman Reigns.
Wonky.
You can also, if you want to follow the school and check out what we're doing around here, you can follow us on Facebook at America's Academy of Professional Pro Wrestling, Instagram at official AAPW, Twitter at official_AAPW.
Don't forget that underscore.
You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel where we've got replays of every show that we've done. I believe the replays are all up there. So if you want to watch some past shows, you can do that. Buckle Bomb's going to be posted there. We've also got some exciting content coming your way for the AAPW YouTube channel as well in the near future. So please
Yeah, we do.
subscribe and tune on in.
I don't understand why you're not already.
Yeah. And now you can go ahead, and plug ourselves.
Go ahead.
You want me to go first?
You did the hard work. You deserve to go first.
You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Felix Wrestles.
Yeah, you can follow your local star boy, Danny Orion, Instagram and Twitter. I always mess. Danny X Orion.
There you go.
Hey yo. Go ahead.
Dude, you are on it today. Let me tell you.
I was about to throw up the
X.
yeah.
Marks.
You can follow the studio where we do all this kind of stuff at Money Shot Music, or you can follow me at j.amazingofficial, both on Instagram. Only on Instagram. They're too much.
J Mason made it. That's the water side. That one too. Excuse me. There we go. Go ahead, Ziggy.
That's not a part of my tag.
I don't have a website yet.
I'm
working
boo him.
on it.
Boo. I am booing you.
I am working
Boo.
on it.
Don't you know great indie stars are only built off of their social media accounts?
Yes, I'm not very much a social media guy. I'm sorry. But
I'm proving a point.
yeah, you got to
the
put the
point.
neck there.
Lord have mercy.
But yeah, it'll come out soon. But don't worry, I'll let y'all know.
You'll know.
Yeah, you'll know.
When Ziggy comes on, waves will be made.
That's right.
Just like the waves of...
Well, not let you.
I'm happy you cut me off because I didn't know where I was going with that. Bye. Woo.
Farewell.